Hey everybody. So we got this awesome new fictional idol Shalltear as a limited time unit, and so I'm going to take this time to walk through the team a little bit, talk about her kit, and how to use her, where she's going to be good. I'm not going to go too deep into just reading every single one of these skills. There's a lot going on. The translation is not perfect, particularly this heartbeat hex is not really mentioned anywhere else except on her arc light here. I assume it's a mistranslation of this heart palpitating stagecraft, maybe? But either way, I'm not going to go too deep into the kit. You all know how to read. I'm going to give the high level overview and talk about team building with Shalltear. So obviously the big thing with her is going to be building up these stacks of fan admiration for the increased damage up to 25%. And that also allows you to reduce the turn meter by up to 20% if you have full stacks using her ultimate. And that is AoE, right? So that's going to be for the entire enemy team. This is going to be pretty darn good in PvP or really anything that gives you, that's going to, make it so the enemy acts less. However, there are certain team comps that this actually kind of hurts. In particular, the counter teams. If you are running counter in PvP or other, this is probably not the unit to run on your team, right? You counter when the enemy attacks you. If you are making the enemy take fewer attacks by lowering their turn meter, you counter less, which means less damage. Similarly, with burn, bleed, and shock teams, they all tend to trigger when the enemy does something, when they start their turn or whatever. Now, most of the units that apply these effects also have alternate ways to trigger these effects with their skills. I'm thinking of the new Ranger Aura with her ultimate that triggers shock on all enemies if you have her at 6-star. So yes, your opponent is going to be taking less turns, but you are also going to be able then, if you're taking more turns, be able to trigger that shock, I guess, a little bit, or those status effects a little bit more with your abilities. So I'd say it's kind of neutral-ish for the status effect teams. The teams where this unit is going to be the most effective is going to be the chase assist teams. The teams where ideally you just sit there and auto attack, basic attack the entire time, as many times as you possibly can, trigger as many chase and assists as you possibly can, and reduce their turn meter so that they hopefully never get to attack and hit you back, right? That is the ideal use for Shalltear. So what does that type of team look like? Existing chase units and assist units, obviously there I don't have her, but the Ranger Albedo, the previous limited unit, she is probably the best assist unit, best PvP unit in the entire game. She is going to be probably number one to pair with Shalltear. Some other strong units, Aura, very good chase assist unit, and Momon, also very, very good chase unit with his heroic charge. Puts him in Hero's Debut, guaranteed chase after every attack. So we've got Shalltear and, let's say, Momon and Aura as our main DPS units and support. Who do we use to tank? It's going to be the other Shalltear. This is easily the best pairing for the new Shalltear for a couple of reasons, but primarily among them, every single one of her skills is an attack. So if we're playing chase assist, we want our tank attacking as much as possible to help trigger those chase and assists, and Shalltear does that better than any other tank. In addition, she's just good. She's very good. She reduces all damage your team takes by 50%. She's going to help you survive. Right out the gate, you don't need to get her to 6-star like Albedo to get that whole team coverage. You don't need to actually take a turn like you do with PDL to set up your big wall. She can be as slow and tanky as you want, and she's still going to provide that block right up front. And like I said, she's attacking. She's always attacking. And since we aren't running a healer, she heals herself as well. So very good unit. Also provides some defense down, etc. So in short, the best way to build the new Shalltear is Chase Assist team with Shalltear, Tank Shalltear as your tank. If you don't have some of those SSR Chase Assist characters, Hamsky is a very good option at the SR spot, and you could even think about running something like the 9th seat for some of the extra TM reduction that he provides. Get in, and he also does a little bit of Chase Assist as well. So that is it for the overview of the new Shalltear, the Mage Shalltear character. I'm going to have some PvP probably put together. I also managed to get the character on my free-to-play alt in the very first 10 pull, so let me know if you have any suggestions. Please like and subscribe. I will be coming out with more content. Hopefully this audio is much better than previous videos. I was using my webcam mic instead of my actual good microphone, so now the audio should be fixed going forwards. I appreciate it. Have a good one.